Hey guys, I know this video is set up a little bit different than you guys are used to seeing. I thought I would go ahead and show you how I have been stuffing my sinking funds as well as my cash envelopes. I do not have my binder for my cash envelopes there. It's actually coming, and forgive my no nail polish nails. I literally just got out of the shower and took them off, and I haven't put a fresh set on yet. I thought I would go ahead and share with you. I've been obsessed with sinking fund cash envelope stuffing. You can see I have my cash all lined up here. Everything in the video I will link down below. This cash tray is from Amazon. This Hello Kitty calculator's from Amazon. This book is from Michael's, the Recollections brand, but this one is from Amazon. So I will link it all down below, as well as this monthly budget statement I got from Boss Haven on Etsy. And my sinking fund envelopes I will share with you from Etsy as well. So I'm very excited. I know this is totally different than anything I've ever shared before. I want to preface this with saying I usually don't share a ton of budgeting things and exactly how much we spend on what. I do sometimes with like our groceries and whatnot, but not really on like all our sinking funds and everything. But I thought it would be good to share. So we are a dual income, multi-income family. We're a family of 6 if you're new here. It's myself and my husband, and we have 4 girls ranging from 11 down to 15 months. And yeah, I mean, I would just say, going into this, if this is maybe unrealistic for you, that's totally fine. I watch other budgets that are unrealistic for us, and then I watch some that are right around where we are and some that are even lower income. So there's definitely something out there for everybody. Again, I do YouTube pretty much full time now. I also am working at H&R Block, but I don't have any other income. So when we do our sinking fund stuffing and our cash envelopes, this is the first month we've actually done cash envelopes. Normally I do not pull out cash for our cash envelopes. For our variable expenses, we use our Costco card every month, and we just pay it off every month. This is the first time I actually pulled it out in cash to see if we could get kind of like a better handle on what we're spending day to day. It's a lot. I'm stuffing $2,030 this month. I do use my YouTube income for this. I get paid once a month around the 21st or 22nd. Again, just being totally transparent here. I get paid once a month, and I pull our sinking funds, cash envelopes. I also do pay ourselves first, meaning I contribute to our emergency fund, which is already fully funded. It has been forever. I just continue to fund it. We also have investment accounts. I do a separate retirement from Andres, as my husband. He does his retirement at work, and we contribute to our main savings. We also have a savings account for each of the girls, and all of that gets contributed to before we pull any of this. So this number will change from month to month depending on what my income is. It does fluctuate every month. It stays around the same, but it does fluctuate most months. So depending on if it's a great month or a little bit low of a month, these figures will change. I also do pay some bills out of my YouTube payment, and those bills get automatically deducted from the account, like car payments and I'm trying to think what else. Insurance. We do not have any credit card debt, and we haven't for a long time. We learned that lesson the very much hard way. We had a lot of credit card debt at one point, and I worked really hard to just buckle down with our budget, and we got it all paid off. So we don't carry any credit card debt from month to month, but I do have student loans, we have vehicles, and we own a home. So again, not perfect. I'm not here to say what you're doing is wrong, vice versa, or anything like that. I just want to share how I'm doing it with you guys, because like I said, I've been pretty intrigued by it, and I thought I would show you what I've been doing, or kind of what I put out. So this is a PDF document. I just printed it, and I actually edited it in a PDF editor thing because it comes blank. So you can see here, these are all of our sinking funds that we contribute to. And a sinking fund for us is an event, a holiday, a big expense that we have for the year, stuff like that, that we contribute to, so that we don't have to pull the cash from savings or from our regular checking account every month. And then I also cover our cash envelopes. Now with Andres's income, we have a whole separate savings account for his income, and then we also pay other bills. So it's not like his income, my income, or anything like that. What's mine is his and his is mine type of thing. We get paid on separate pay schedules. So I have what works for my pay schedule and what works for his pay schedule, just kind of separated. And it just so happens that these savings accounts and this variable expenses come from my YouTube paycheck. And under normal circumstances, my H&R Block income is 100% free money. What we've been doing with it this year, since we really haven't done anything fun because of COVID, it just goes straight into savings. So yeah, that's that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, do not have my cash envelopes. So what I am going to do is I will count it out with you, and then they're in the mail. They should be here in the next few days. I will, if I don't have this video up by then, I will actually stuff them when it comes in. But for the time being, I'll just pull that out. So we're going to do sinking funds first. This is my setup. This is just an A6 binder. I prefer this size versus the A5. And these are just clear cash envelopes. Like I said, I will link them down below. The colorful ones came in pink, blue, and yellow. And then on some of these, if you see like the holographic, my sister-in-law Melissa made those for me. And then if you see the pink ones, I bought those from an Etsy shop that I will link down below. Melissa has an Etsy shop as well. I don't know if she's going to list these or not, but I love the holographic. So I will link her Etsy shop down in the description box as well. So yes, we have this one full of sinking funds that do not have a goal. So it could have $3,000 in it and it's perfectly fine. That's what's in this binder. But the one that I'm going to stuff first is this one. Like I said, this one is a Recollections brand, and this one has, look at my cute little Hello Kitty. She's so cute. This one has everything in here that has a goal in mind. So I have a goal for the year. I divide it over 12 months, and that's what we try and contribute to it monthly. So we're going to start with this one, and I'm going to put this stuff in frame as best I can, but so that you guys are not overwhelmed here. Okay, so let's start with Mother's Day. So for Mother's Day, we're going to be putting $34. So, and I have my Hello Kitty pin. You guys know I love Hello Kitty. This is from Erin Condren. So $34. And then I have the breakdown here. This is from the Budget Mom. I have the breakdown here. So if I look at it and I say, okay, Mother's Day, $34. If I can't think of it off the top of my head, it's 120, 110, and 4 ones. So I'm going to pull a 20, a 10, and 4 ones, and then we'll open up this and pull out what we have. And then I just have a basic index card. On Amazon and on Etsy you could actually buy super cute fancy little cards, but you know, cheap 25-cent index cards works just fine. So today is the 24th. So I had these envelopes in the Budget Mom envelopes, and they were just a little too flimsy for me, so I transferred what I had in there. That's why on all of them you're going to see 3/16/21 starting, and however the amount is on there. So for instance, for Mother's Day the goal is 400. So today is the 24th, and we're going to be adding $34, which I got the calculator because I can actually do a lot of this math in my head, but I know for some of you numbers don't come as easy. So I got the calculator so that I could share with you guys. So what we'll do is the 204 plus the 34 should give us 238 total in here. So we're going to count that out and see. It's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 2, 10, 25, 31, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 238, which is great. So we'll write that here, 238. And then I always flip, I put my largest bills up front and I put the index card that in the back. I just scribbled all over myself. So that way, if I want to quickly at a glance see what I have, all I have to do is flip it, and in the back I can see, okay, Mother's Day has 238. Like I said, my goal is 400. And it just depends, like anniversary, we are going to be stuffing $17 for anniversary. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this so you guys can see everything. I think maybe like that. Okay, so for anniversary, the goal is 200. And again, it just kind of depends on you and what you want. For some things it's more of a priority, or we have more people to buy for. So $17. Oh, and then on here I actually have a balance updater. So for Mother's Day, my updated balance is 238. And then anniversary, we're going to do a 10, a 5, and 2 ones, $17. And then we'll put this in here. So right now we have 102 plus 17, we should have 119, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then in birthday, so for birthdays, this does not include myself and Andres. This is just for the girls. We budget a goal of $1,600. Again, there are 4 of them, so we do about $400 per person. That includes their party, their gift, and their special day. If you've been following me for a long time, you know what all that entails. So $400 per person. If we have anything left over, that goes either to something that they want or straight into their savings account, and that's $134. So that is a 100, 20, 30, and $4. So we should have 678. Now, I have not invested in any 1000K slips or anything because a lot of these come fairly quickly, and so I just kind of keep it in cash, but it is something to consider. We do have a safe that we just bought because I never have kept this much cash around, so again, something to consider. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 678. Perfect. And then I actually will not hit the goal by the time I start spending birthday money. So Autumn's birthday is up first. So I will just start pulling from it, and as I pull from it, I will deduct here. Again, before we started sinking funds, we actually did this same thing. We just had a savings account, but we only ever saved for, aside from their savings, I don't ever touch their savings for anything. We saved for back to school, their birthdays, and for Christmas, but definitely not in the same way we do now. I feel like it was just whatever we could throw into savings. Now I actually have a set budget of what I want based on what we spent in previous years. So that has helped a lot. So next up is back to school. And back to school, I probably should have set this budget for a little bit higher because I only did 500, but I actually have 3 of them that I have to buy uniforms for this year. And typically their uniforms cost me like $200 to $300 each. So I probably should have bumped that goal, but it's fine. So I have $42 for that. So 2 20s and 2 1s. And I have 252 in there right now, plus the 42. So we should have 294. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 85, 91, 2, 3, and 94. So yes, we have 294. I'm hoping I don't watch this back and make a mistake on anything, but you know, it's my first time filming one, so I guess we'll see. $2.94. And I may end up doing it differently the next time. If you guys have anything specific that you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments. So Father's Day is next. We do $17 to Father's Day. Have a goal of $200. And again, it just kind of depends on how many people we have to buy for the holiday and stuff. We definitely have a lot more Mother's Day to buy for than we do Father's Day. So yeah, $17. So a 10, a 5, and 2 ones. And you know, as many times as I've watched these, I'm like, some people get the prettiest bills. I feel like all of my bills came super crispy. I don't know what happened. So 102 plus the 17 should equal 119. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, New Year's Eve, we do 25. This is a new sinking fund that I just kind of last minute decided to do. I only have $50 in there because so we're gonna do 20 and a 5 because I never really thought about it. We kind of used leftover Christmas money for this. So yeah, if we had 50, 25 is 75. So that's what we should have. 20, 40, 65, 75. I never really thought to do like sinking funds for all these holidays, but it really is so helpful. So we have a goal of $300 for New Year's Eve, and that would include food, fireworks, alcohol, all that good stuff. And anything we have left over after the holiday either goes straight into savings or we can roll it over until the next year. I haven't decided because a lot of these I haven't gone a whole year on, so I don't even know. Like Valentine's Day is completely new. Haven't contributed to Valentine's Day at all. But we have a $200 budget based on what we spent this year. So this will be for Valentine's Day 2022, and we have $17 on that one. So our balance should be $17 because we've never contributed to it. So a 10 and 5 and 2 ones is $17, and we are officially starting that fund. Again, little things, and if I don't have enough money to do a whole $17 one month, I will contribute less. I've watched people that do, I forgot to put that I added it. I've watched people do, you know, all the way down to $1 if they can't afford to fully fund that sinking fund, and I think that's great. So I actually added several more sinking funds than I even had originally for that purpose, that we could just fund them with whatever we could if we couldn't afford the full amount. Easter's a brand new one as well. We are actually celebrating Easter this weekend and have already set aside money for that. The girls do get Easter stuff from the family, so that definitely helps. But next year, goal of 200, so we'll also do $17 there. 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 for Easter. And again, these holographic ones, my sister-in-law made for me, and I love the mix and match. I will also link the clear envelopes. I like the clear envelopes. I just think the colorful ones are fun. 4th of July also has a $200 budget, so we'll also be doing $17 to 4th of July has $34 in it plus 17, so we should have 51. 10, 15, 16, 17, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 51. So yes, $51. Okay, next up is Halloween. Forgot to write the 51 over here. Halloween also gets $17. I may undercut this one a little bit because this is for any activities. You guys know when COVID hit, we did a big Halloween party for the girls that probably cost more than $200. So I may have undercut this one a little bit. We'll have to see this next year. That includes candy and their costumes as well. So again, anything saved is kind of better than nothing. That's how I'm feeling at this point. If I have $100 versus zero, it's $100 less I have to figure out where it's going to come from, type of thing. So $17 to Halloween. We had 102 to start. So we should have 119 here. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 17, 18, and 19. Perfect. Okay, Christmas is one that, like I said, we've always contributed to. We just always kept it in a separate savings account. This is one that has a large budget of $1,500, or a large goal, I should say, $1,500. Again, this is including each other, all of the children, all of the family, Christmas parties, Christmas crafts at school. It also includes Black Friday. So $1,500 is quite a bit. I've actually never had a goal that high before, but I kind of added up what we've saved in the past versus what we've spent, and I think $1,500 with Black Friday is going to be good. If we have any left over, again, it'll go into savings or into the girls' savings accounts. So Christmas, we do $125. I think I need to move this up for you guys. $125 right here for Christmas. So that's going to be a 100, 20, and a 5. And I already have 375. So we should have 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 95, 500. Yay. Okay. Perfect. So this was the binder that had all of the goals. Now, it doesn't mean that if they went over the goal amount that it's the biggest deal. It's just something that I have a plan for that money, that I have a set amount that I want to save. My other binder, this one's new. My other one, I don't have a set amount that I absolutely have to save in them. So for these, I don't have a goal amount. The sky's the limit. If we have 500 or whatever, it's totally fine. So I actually got these backwards. I thought I put them in order, and I did not. Vacations first and then date night. So vacation is another one that we've always saved for. We actually have a savings account specifically like for, I don't want to say disposable income, but for extra income that we typically would use for vacation. Again, for instance, my H&R Block income would normally get deposited in there. And anything that I make during H&R Block, which is pretty profitable for me, we would spend towards vacations and stuff. We did not go on a vacation we actually haven't been on a vacation in 2 years since our last cruise. And that was to the Caribbean. Yeah, right before I got pregnant with Everly. Then I was pregnant with Everly, I had her. And then when she was a newborn, just a couple months old, COVID hit. And it's been a year since COVID, so we haven't gone anywhere. We would like to get back to vacationing next year, but it's just allowed the pot to kind of grow and grow and grow. And that's been great. So what this vacation fund is for like excursions, for spending money. We really want to plan another trip to Disney next year. So that would include, again, spending money for the girls, for ourselves, whatever the case may be. Just cash to have on hand, extra, not to pay for the vacation, just to have extra. So I've been budgeting $100 a month. Like I said, I just started this one. It does not have a cap. Originally, I was thinking $1,200 for spending money is usually sufficient for us. But I just took away the goal because I was like, no, if we end up having $1,500, it's not that big of a deal. So my last 100 is going to vacation. We now have $300 in vacation fund. And this could even be like if I, not necessarily for vacation, maybe we want to do something fun with the kids here and I want to pull it from this, then we can do that. So I started with 200 and I'm adding 100. So now I have $300 in this sinking fund. It's also one that if I don't have the extra income, I don't have to put in this one. Date night is something new. We've never, ever, ever budgeted for date night. And I think that that's something so crucial to keep your marriage alive and make sure everything, is on point and all that good stuff. So date night, we are doing $20 to date night today. So we're going to start this sinking fund with $20 and we have $20. It may not seem like a lot, but we haven't really been able to go on a date night in a long time either. So over time it'll build up and we'll have a nice little nest egg when we are able to go on date night. So we have $20 there. Medical is also something we've never saved for. We have a flex account and we have a low deductible, and so we've never saved for medical. But what this is mostly for, actually this year has taught us that medical bills come like none other. My oldest middle daughter, Maddie, had to get orthotics. We had to pay for AFOs and it was $1,100. So you never know when you're going to need something like this. So I thought medical would be a good one, not only for actual medical bills, but for over-the-counter medications and stuff like that, whether it be Tylenol or whatever. So we are doing $20 to medical. We're going to start this sinking fund. Next we have pet. Pet is a new sinking fund. I used to have it as a cash envelope, so I would budget a certain amount of money every single month to pet, and I found myself never using it for what I intended it for. It would always go to like miscellaneous or something like that, because the cats stuff, all their litter and their food and treats and everything come from Chewy once every 6 weeks, and it comes directly from the checking account. So I decided to make a separate pet account. Andres really would like a golden retriever, and so I'm kind of, as soon as my heart is in the place to get another animal. We lost our sweet Bella last November and it still weighs very heavy on my heart. So as soon as we all kind of heal and are able to bring another pet into our home, we'll just be saving for it. So yeah, golden retrievers are not cheap, so $20 a month is probably not going to do it, but we are going to start this sinking fund with $20. Car maintenance is, I did not put these in order either. Okay, so I just had to rearrange my envelopes, but gifts is the next one. Also a new sinking fund. I've never, until I started watching videos, I never ever thought to have a gifts envelope. Look at how crusty that 10 is. It's so bad. But I never have thought twice about having a gifts envelope. We buy for very few people, but I think it just would be something nice to have. So I'm going to start it with $10. And again, is one of those things that if I can't contribute to it that month, or we happen to get, an extra chunk of money or something, maybe put a little bit extra. We pretty much have everyone else everywhere covered. It's just those gifts for, birthday parties and stuff like that. So starting that with $10. Clothes is a brand new sinking fund. Never have contributed to clothes, but it does make sense. I contribute to the girls' back to school, which is where they get the bulk of their clothing because they wear uniforms, but we need clothes throughout the year, all of us, and especially them. They grow like weeds. So we're going to start this with $25. And again, for a family of 6, that may not be enough, but we are going to start it and get going. Car maintenance is also a brand new one. never have contributed to car maintenance before. We just always, I realize how much our tags and oil changes cost us per year, and it's just something that I thought would be something good to contribute to, because you never know, our cars are fairly new, but could give you problems at any moment. So we are going to be doing $50 to car maintenance. And then lastly, I did what was left over. I knew I didn't want more than $2,030 total, so I did my cash envelopes, and then I worked my way down on my sinking funds. And my very last one, hopefully you can see, is cash emergency. All I had left after budgeting for everything was $13. So we are going to do $13 to cash emergency. Now this is completely separate from our in the bank emergency fund. It's completely separate from all of our individual savings accounts, our main savings account. It's totally separate. This is like the pipe busted and we need to pay a plumber, or I really don't know. Our electricity went out. We had to have an electrician out here for something. You know, a lot of contract workers work with cash. They can take a card, but they prefer cash because they usually have to pay an extra fee when you pay them in a card, especially if you're hiring an individual contractor versus a company. So yeah, that I really took my last $3. So $13 is going there. I really like having cash on hand because for this reason. Now, this is probably not something that I may dwindle down a little bit, but it's probably not something that I would ever just be like a 1000K slip and put the rest of it in the bank, because that defeats the purpose of having the cash on hand. So yes, we have $1,000 to start. So again, we'll do this here so you guys can see it. We should have $1,013 after this. Let's count and see. I'm going to save this because sometimes people get thrown off with 50s. So it's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 50, 1,000, 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So $1,013. Again, there's no limit to this. I had already been kind of building this up since, I don't know, right before Christmas. Like, we took some extra Christmas money that we got from family and stuff, and we started the cash emergency because, again, I just feel having some cash on hand is never a bad thing. Never. So also this can be used for anything. So let's say, you know, Mother's Day comes around or date night comes around. Now that's not really an emergency, but you know what I'm saying. Car maintenance, that's an emergency. Say car maintenance comes around and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do some sort of tuning or whatever on the car, and it's $400 and I only have $50 in my cash envelope. The way that we have stayed out of credit card debt, because again, we used to be really bad in credit card debt. The way that we stay out of it now is we only use two cards. We use an Amazon card and we use a Costco card, and that's it. And they get paid off every single month, no matter what. No matter what, they get paid off. Their priority. We no longer revolve our debt, because I learned very quickly, you get yourself into deep, deep trouble like that. You can't use a card for rewards purposes and then pay interest on it. It totally defeats the purpose. So again, that took us many years. Him and I have been together, gosh, this is going to be our 15th year together, and it took us many years to get out of that revolving door. And so now that we're finally out of it, I don't want to go back. And so I would rather have a little bit extra. I don't have to touch our savings account. We've worked so hard over the years to build up what we have, and I don't want to touch it. And so this is what I would use it for. So anyway, that's what we have. So in cash emergency, I now have $1,013. I forgot to add it on here. All right, and that is the end of my envelope stuffing for my sinking funds. Okay, so this is just sinking funds. This is already a super long video, so I actually will just briefly show you the cash envelopes. This is my breakdown. I have 7 different cash envelopes. So we have one for groceries. I budget $600, eating out $100. I actually budget $700 for food, but I've separated it into $600 for groceries and $100 for eating out. Then we do $100 for household, and in household includes all consumables, so toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, and then also toiletries. So shampoos, conditioners, body washes. It includes laundry detergent, all that good stuff. Sometimes $100 is not enough. Other months it's too much. So I keep it at $100 and it kind of balances itself out. Gas I might actually have to go up on because I'm noticing it's costing about $43 to fill up both of our tanks, and we usually go through a tank a week. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to go up on that, but for right now I have it budgeted to $160. Miscellaneous includes all of our Amazon purchases. If the Amazon purchase can be placed in the household category or the food category or the fun category or the beauty category, cool. But if it doesn't go anywhere, it's just something random, like when I purchased my new notebook, I guess that could technically be a business expense, but I did not expense it. That would go under miscellaneous. That was also where I would put any pet expense that I needed for the cats. It would also include really anything. If we just bought something at Dollar Tree, it would include something like that. And then we do $100 for fun, and typically that wouldn't necessarily be enough, but we're not doing anything right now because of COVID, so $100 is usually sufficient. And then $50 for beauty, and in that includes haircuts, eyebrow string threading. I was trying to think of what the name was. Eyebrow threading, pedicures, which I don't get a pedicure every single month, so typically this will include Andres' haircut and maybe a threading of my eyebrow, and then we'll roll it over. This is actually the first month that I've done a beauty category, and in the past I've done it under miscellaneous. So my total cash envelopes are $1,310 plus the $720 sinking funds gives me a total of $2,030 for stuffing. So very quickly I will show you my chicken scratch breakdown of my envelopes. And like I said, I do not have my actual envelopes yet, but I'm going to show you this breakdown because I need the cash to start spending stuff. So for groceries, I did 4 50s and 16 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I did 4 10s and 8 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this should be $600. 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 5, 6. So what I actually do with my groceries, typically when I'm charging on my card, this is where I charge everything, I just charge and I transfer the whole payment, and I try not to go over that $1,310, right? I usually don't like categorize everything out. So I'm working with this budget based on the last few months, just kind of overall. So what I'm doing with the cash is I'm actually giving myself $150 per week. Now, I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to come back and update you guys. So what I will do should be 150. So it's 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 45, and 50. And I will put this in my grocery envelope that should be in the mail in the next few days, and I will carry it with me so that I don't have all the cash with me. And then I have another envelope that I will put it in that I haven't got labeled yet, but I have just a blank one that I'll probably just stick a label on, and I will either pin these off or something and keep the extra here at home. And that's how I'm going to try really hard to stay on budget. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. So there's groceries. For eating out, I did 100 and I did 4 5s. Oh, those 10s. I did 4 20s and 4 5s. So again, what we'll do is 4 weeks, $25 per week. So I will take my $25, put them in my cash envelopes, and I will put my other 3 weeks in a separate envelope that I will eventually have labeled, and again, keep it here at home. So there we go. Next is household. I did the same thing. I have 4 5s and 4 20s. So I will take this. I really think putting myself on a weekly budget, even though I don't shop every single week, I really think it'll help with the lower spending, because I feel like when we go to the grocery store right now, I know I have that $600 budget, and so we tend to spend more while we're there. So I think this will really help. So for gas, 160. So we're doing 8 20s, 5 6 7 8, and we are going to do $40 per week. Miscellaneous is 200, so we have 4 20s, 8 10s, and 8 5s. So it should be 50. So 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Again, I will put this in my envelope. Fun is 100, so we will do tens, and so it should be $25 a week. And then I have all these laid out here. Last is beauty, and I'm actually going to do the full 50 for beauty, because if I spread out $50 over 4 weeks, that's $12.50 a week. And if Andres needs a haircut, his haircuts are usually $25. So yeah, I couldn't spread this out. So I'm just gonna do the whole 50. And like I said, I will pin these, and I know which is which, especially because like a bunch of them are $25. So I will pin these and put them in my cash envelopes when I get them. And in my next update video, I will share with you guys. So yeah, that was my whole cash envelope and sinking fund. I know this was a super long video, and I'm very sorry. I'll try and cut it down as much as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me stuff all of this. Let me know in the comments below if you are continuing to be interested in something like this. Like I said, it may be similar but different every month. I usually only stuff my sinking funds once a month unless we happen to get anything extra. And then I do my cash envelopes now. I'm going to do them weekly. So let me know if you want a cash envelope update, how much I spend at the end of the week, and then me stuffing the new cash envelopes. Let me know that in the comments below. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me any feedback that you would like, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.